Ready up for Cyber Lunch.
Greetings and salutations.
What?
Can you hear me?
What's that first word? Yeah, what was that first word you said?
Greetings and salutations. Welcome back to Cyber Lunch 97. I'm trying to be
97.
Dr. It is. I'm pretty sure.
We gotta figure out something for our 100th, man.
I would love to. Eric?
We should be able to, we might be able to do that together, because that'll be in, 3 weeks, right?
Yeah, so like a summertime.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Summertime episode. Hopefully we can get some people on. Welcome back, everybody. It's May 9th, 2020. We are on the 97th episode of Cyber Lunch. Thanks for sticking with us.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back. Dr. Ian Malcolm said it best. Life finds a way, and once again, remote. Just like your controller, we're so glad to be here with you, friends, for another great episode. Justin cannot be with us tonight. He's down on the farm, out there in the streets.
He's being a proper, responsible quarantiner, and he traveled yesterday.
I don't know why he is gone, but that's just fine. We're here. It's Saturday. It's raining, which is nice. I hear it's snowing up north. I love the smell of rain, man. Especially, I don't know. There's some word for that. I don't know. I'm weird. But with that being said, I'm Darrell.
I'm Jake.
Welcome to Cyber Lunch, a podcast that deals with nostalgia reflected and integrated into our everyday lives to growing up in the digital revolution, plus a plethora of tangents and passionate discussions with special guests and our favorite music, movies, video games, and television shows of the past and today. Now, the first thing when I turned on Facebook today, I saw that the late, great rock and roll legend, Little Richard, passed away at 87 years old today.
Yes, he did. Every time I've ever heard his music, it reminds me of Predator.
Really? I didn't know it was in Predator.
Yeah, it's in the helicopter when they're flying in. And
I don't remember that scene. I was listening to another podcast recently, and they were talking about Predator, the first one. I'm like, man, I can't remember the last time I actually sat down and watched that.
It's been a while. I haven't watched it in a long time. I have a special edition I bought at Best Buy. I came across it. It has this crazy glow in the dark cover.
Oh, I think you showed that one to me. Yeah.
Yep. I bought it for $4 or something, and it's still wrapped up.
I bought the 3-pack to that, and it came with a free ticket to the newer Predator movie that came out. So
that was worth it.
I think I had to pay 13 cents to see that movie, and still I was like, this isn't great.
Yeah, Little Richard, man, he was freaking one of the founders of rock and roll, man. American rock and roll, anyway. He had a good long life.
Yeah, awesome career. He was actually born in 1932. So to make it, if you can imagine 1932, that's crazy.
You know who else died today?
No, I don't.
Roy from Siegfried and Roy.
What?
Yeah.
Man, that's the throwback Vegas days, man. That was some Tiger King before Tiger King.
Died of the virus. Died of the virus, apparently, too. Mm-hmm. Man, I had it a week ago, and it stinks.
Well, we're starting this episode off really cheerfully. Yeah. Sorry, everybody.
Wasn't he the one that got grabbed by the tiger? Anyway,
I cannot remember.
If he was, he made it longer than he should have, I guess. So,
I got it. Hang on, I gotta Google that now.
I think, and it messed him up too. They stopped performing after that. I remember the first time I was in Vegas, I saw their white tiger at what the hell is it? The Flamingo, I think, has all the animals in it.
Wow. Magician Roy Horn of Siegfried and Roy dies at 75 from COVID-19 complications.
Yep.
Jeez.
Yep. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
One of the fruitiest men in show business.
So this kind of got me thinking. For a
probably shouldn't have said that. Yeah.
No, there's far more.
Yeah,
I mean, we could go down a list, but for an icebreaker this week, you have to be quarantined. Oh shit, that was last week's.
Yeah, that was last week, there, buddy.
Sorry.
Oh,
for some reason I'm reading the wrong show notes. Perfect.
How have you been doing? We didn't go by how everybody's doing.
I'm doing good. Still working. I'm back to full time, and my company's really busy. We just hired 2 new people, so
That's good.
Work's steady. It's just kind of now the buildings are mandating that it's like if you come into the common areas, you have to have a mask. But if you're on a private floor, it's up to the leasee to do as they wish on that floor. So far is what I'm seeing right now. So
yeah, that's going to be around for a while. I think this mask thing's not going away.
No, and I'm just one day at a time, dude. Yep. One day at a time. Come home, do my thing. We both got bikes. You've been riding a lot more than me. I'm like afraid to touch mine because I've been saving money on the side just for something, and I'm like, well, I kind of need a bike. My last one, unfortunately, got stolen from me. So I'm like, what the hell? So I had to go to Eric's and wait in line, and people were walking up to the door, like trying to open it. It's locked, and they look back at the line, and they're just like, is that the line? It's like, no, we're just waiting.
No, we're all just standing here for the hell of it.
So it's a lot of that.
I know it's a long line. I know it's a long line, and you deserve to go in first, but get to the back of the line, dickhead.
Whenever I go out, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I was just gonna say, speaking of dickheads, I had this guy cut me off today on the highway and then drive 40 miles an hour in front of me and then flip me off. I almost chased him to Lino Lakes. I was so fucking pissed. I was so pissed. That was like the thing that set me over the edge from dealing with people all week. And it was just like, you old motherfucker. I was pissed. I went like 20 miles out of my way today. Jake. So anyway, I just wanted to spook him a little bit.
I'll give you a hug, bud.
Yeah, I've been riding my bike too. I went like just over 2 miles yesterday, and I'm freaking tired, man. I slept like a baby though. I'll tell you that.
Whenever I go out to get anything, I just tell myself it's going to take double the time to do anything. Now, but just go. That's just how it is.
Go right around the blocks.
No, I meant like going to a store or doing something like that. Like I'm just telling myself, look, when I go here, it's not going to be like it was. Okay, we're gonna like. I even got like I guess the best way to put it is like taken back. I went to the bank because I needed quarters to do laundry, and I go waltzing to U.S. Bank, and the guy's at the door like, "Hey, can you wait a second?" I'm like, "Oh shit!" Like I just forgot for some reason that I couldn't just like walk into a store, and I was just like, "Hey, sorry about that."
Yeah, it's weird now. I went to the gas station the other day, and they were stopping. There was too many people in there, so I had to chill outside a little bit. I went to Costco though today to shop for my mom. I was running some errands for her, so she didn't have to do it, and felt like a regular old fucking Saturday, except everybody was wearing masks. It was busy.
Yeah, that's like hurting people through there, man. That's like the state fair all the time. It's like, I know. What do you want to do? Well, we want to get out and walk. It's just like, I need to go buy 40 pounds of chicken.
Yeah. Well, because all them people, you can only buy one package of chicken per fucking time you're there, or beef. And then it's like, how is this okay, but I can't go golfing by myself? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Well, you can now.
Thing.
I've seen people
golfing
now.
Yeah, you can
it's
now.
It's uncharted territory. How about, let's switch gears. Let's talk about Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah. So did you see the trailer?
I watched the trailer. I'm so stoked for RoboCop. I don't have the DLC right now for Spawn. I wanted to play as Spawn. I suck at those games, man. I just realized, like, hey, aesthetically and just like on a level of playing with friends, like I enjoy it, but like going deep into the systems and stuff, it's just not for me. I don't like learning all like the little DDR dance step moves to be able to kick someone's ass. I just press buttons and then hope for the best. And yeah, that's a backwards way of thinking, but I don't know.
That's all. That's all I do. I don't get deep into it. I mean, I get decent at it, but I play through the story and then I play through all the characters, try to unlock stuff. I get on there every once in a while and just jump around for a little bit. And every time a new character comes out, I'll go play him for a little bit. My dream was Spawn, and when he came out, I was just like, but I was really disappointed in the skins he has. They didn't have any skins where he didn't have his mask off or anything like that. Like I wanted to see burnt up Al Simmons and stuff like that. But knowing RoboCop's coming and Peter Weller is voicing him, that's freaking sick. And they got Shiva and Fujin coming too. That's the other
I
two
saw that,
characters,
and there
and
was
then
like,
a bunch of story mode.
Shao Kahn like came out of some portal or something like that.
Well, but yeah, he was already in the regular story. Shang Tsung,
Shang
not Shao
Tsung.
Kahn.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
But he's like big part of the story. And they have like a whole new story expansion, which they've never done before. So that's pretty cool. So we'll see. They're saying it's $40. That's a lot to pay for 3 people. So I don't think I'm going to do that.
They asked for it because they feel like they can get it, and I think most certainly they can.
The good thing is they're adding the stage fatalities and friendships are coming back, so that's cool. Why that wasn't in the original game, I have no idea. But
yeah, that is weird.
It'll be nice. Yeah, it'll be nice to see that in. That game is beautiful too. I got to give it to them.
All right. Sorry.
That's about all there is to say about that.
That's all I have to say.
You know what though? I have to say about riding my bike. The first day I rode it, I made it like 2 blocks, and I thought I was going to die.
Why?
And then the second time, just because I hadn't exercised since before my back surgery, man, I'm so out of shape. It's terrible. So then the next time I went out, which was 2 days, I'm trying to do it 3 times a week. So I went out the next time and I went a mile, and I got to the end of that mile. I was like, I hope I can get fucking back home. You know, I got like halfway through the mile, I should say, because I went a mile total. I was like, I hope I can make it back home without having to walk my bike there. And then yesterday I went on a ride for just over 2 miles, and it went pretty good. I could have probably went longer, but it was starting to get really cold. It was freezing yesterday, so I just don't want to overdo it either. I wake up sore. I don't want to get too sore or anything like that, you know.
It's good.
But
I mean, it's. Do you wear a mask when you go?
No, I would really die if I wore a mask. I wouldn't be able to breathe. Once I get my new Nintendo one, I might wear it because it has little breathers in it and stuff.
I almost spit out my pina colada when you said that, and I'm not kidding about a pina colada.
You know, I'm going to have a margarita here on our break, so I feel you on that.
I feel so guilty because I have Final Fantasy VII Remake just sitting in my PlayStation 4, and I haven't touched it yet.
Well, you got time because I don't think any of the other parts are coming out anytime too soon.
No.
And now they're saying they're going to be shorter too. They're not going to be. They said that it will be impossible for them to make it as big as the first part. It's like, then why do it in parts? You could have just finished it. I don't know. I think it's going to be like another 7 years before you see the second part.
We'll be lucky to see the full game before we're dead.
Well,
that's how I feel. Like it's going to be like at least 40 to 50 years.
Yeah, that sounds like Capcom, that's for sure. You know, hey, we're coming out with a game 15 years later.
15 years later.
We're almost done. We have to delay it till July though, because it's not quite done yet.
Dude, you gotta get a PlayStation for The Last of Us. I would.
So what's going to happen here? My cousin has a PlayStation 4.
Okay.
And when it comes out, he wants to borrow my Xbox for a week. So I told him I'll borrow his PS4 for a week, and I'm gonna play it.
There you go.
So I am gonna play it for sure. I've been avoiding every single thing about it that I possibly could, except for that trailer. I watched the trailer.
I didn't even watch that. I don't care to. I don't want to know anything. I've been so careful in comments on the internet. I try to stay away from, like, you know, obviously shitheads, but I know people have been like, oh, like I'm in a lobby about vinyl records or something like that. I don't think anybody's going to spoil it. Like, they could, but I don't know. I know there's a way on Google where you can, like, take away keywords for, like, games or, you know, anything in particular, and it will, like, block that stuff, which is kind of cool. I forgot the name, but I think it's on the browser on Google.
I know Colin Moriarty and his podcast at Colin's Last Stand and Sacred Symbols and stuff. He had to ban some Patreons that have been with him for years because they freaking posted spoilers for it in the feed. And he was pissed. He did a whole freaking segment on it. He was like, "This is not the community that we're supposed to be. I don't know what you guys are doing, but you're never coming back." So it's pretty it's pretty sad that people have to do that shit, especially on a game that everybody's been waiting so long for. And everybody cares about. It's not like I've watched spoilers on certain games, but it's just because I know I'm not going to play them. Like probably Final Fantasy, I watched a bunch of spoilers on that because I don't. First of all, I don't know what it means, and second of all, it'll probably be years before I even try that game. Well, it'll be a year at least because it's not coming out to Xbox for at least a year. So
Yeah.
but like Last of Us, it's like, man, why do you do that?
I guess with Star Wars as well, when that was a prevalent thing, people were
Yeah.
spoiling that. I don't know. People are. I think Colin did right by, that guy makes enough money that he can kick whoever he wants out, honestly, and rightfully so. Especially for spoiling such a huge game like that. Like,
he's got my money now. I told you I donated. I'm part of his Patreon group now. I wanted to do that though ever since Kind of Funny kicked him out, and I wanted to support him. I know he's got a lot of money and stuff, but I like doing it. He emailed me like personally, like stuff I mentioned in my little comments when I joined up. He emailed me and thanked me and everything, and then said if I want to message him or because I'm part of on the tier where you can like suggest episodes and stuff like that. He said he gave me his DM, and then his brother got a hold of me because on Twitter I asked his brother. His brother Dagan does Knockback, it's called, and they do old video games like old Nintendo games because he's my age. So I asked him if he ever played G.I. Joe on the Nintendo, and he's like, I have never actually played that. And I asked him to please do a Knockback episode on that, and he said he was going to do it with play along footage and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's cool to hear from like people you're fans of. It's cool. Yeah.
Thanks, Eric.
Why are we thanking Eric already?
Because I'm halfway through this pina colada and it's Saturday night.
Oh, are you going to make it to the end of the episode this time?
I don't know. The last time it got dicey. Wow.
Yeah,
she really, it got away from me there. Whoops.
It's okay.
Oopsie daisy.
It's Saturday. It's Saturday night.
And I'm feeling all right. Okay, dude, I didn't even get to the icebreaker. Damn it. What celebrity? Okay, after, R.I.P. Little Richard and, wow, I have to pull the guy's name up because I'm an asshole.
Roy Horn.
Roy Horn. That's his name. Okay, thank you. What celebrity would you bring back?
Can I have two?
Yep, I have two easy ones.
Tom Petty.
Okay.
And Chris Cornell.
Music. Interesting.
Yep.
I would bring back John Candy and Chris Farley.
Okay, gotcha.
Kind of some art. It's tough because, like, man, John Belushi.
No, there's a lot, dude.
George,
you can't just
I know we can sit here all night, I guess, but I mean, like, we could do like a music category, movie category.
Robin Williams, shit like that, of course. But Tom Petty and Chris Cornell meant a lot to me in music throughout my life when I was growing up. Like one of my favorite bands when my dad and I could hang out on the weekends and stuff, I would always listen to Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, and it was my favorite. He always asked, "What's your favorite musician?" I'd be like, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers when I was a little kid. And then Chris Cornell, just his voice was part of that was like the voice of my generation through freaking high school and all the way until he passed away. It was those are the two that got me. Usually celebrities don't get me. I'm like, that kind of sucks. But those two got me.
You kind of inspired me for the music portion of this question. Of course, everyone's heard the famous song from Rocky, Eye of the Tiger by Survivor.
Uh-huh.
When I was a kid, Survivor was like one of my favorite bands. I would listen to them every night. I had their greatest hits album, and I'd listen from front to back every single night. And I always wanted to see them live. And unfortunately, in 2014, Jimmy Jameson died. I think he had heart failure. Let's see. But
That's how Tom Petty was to me. I would listen to his albums front to back until I discovered Pink Floyd, and then after that, that was my favorite. But I still listen to Wildflowers front to back every once in a while when I'm just sitting here.
Well, Jimmy
'Cause it's
died
such a
from
good-
cardiovascular disease and narrowing of the arteries. So he had a stroke. So I would have really liked to see that because I would have known and loved every song of theirs. The old 80s band. They have great rockin' solos, man. So if you haven't checked them out, check out Survivor.
We should do like album of the week or something, and each one of us take turns saying what album you should listen to. Give people an idea for listening in their cars because most people have Bluetooth. They can just hook up their phones to it anyway and listen.
Well,
to
how about
whatever
this,
they want.
Jake? You kick it off this week for the very first.
Tom Petty, Wildflowers. I think that's a great album. Everybody should listen to.
What are the songs on that are popular? I gotta look it up.
Let's get to the point. Let's smoke.
My favorite
Turn
song.
the radio, and and Cabin Down the Road, and there's just every song is good on it, and it's more of a chill album. It's not so like older rock. It's really, really good. You should get it on vinyl, Darrell, because it's an amazing album. After you get the Fury soundtrack.
Yeah, that's like $80, dude.
That's crazy. But it has 2 albums though. It's sweet, and they're all colors and stuff. It looked pretty sweet.
Yeah, I gotta calm down.
Yeah.
I've been buying way too much, sitting around in quarantine like, Sure.
Have you seen if do they make Axiom Verge on vinyl? The soundtrack?
Let me look.
Because that's one of my favorite soundtracks of all time. I have a hard time believing that guy, because he did it by himself. I have a hard time believing that he does probably digital only.
I'm seeing it on Amazon. Yep, vinyl for $249.
What? Are you serious?
I'm not kidding. There's one vinyl available.
Must have been limited press then, I suppose, huh? Wow.
Yep. 12-inch album, 33 RPM, original soundtrack, 18 ratings, 5 stars, one used for $249.
Speaking of gaming soundtracks, fucking id fired Mick Gordon. What the fuck are they thinking? I guess he turned into a little bit of a dink, huh?
I don't know, man.
That's a bummer, man. He's the sound of doom in my mind. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
It's sad. I don't know. I'm sure he'll be okay, but Doom won't sound the same anymore.
Well, I heard that there was stipulations about the mix, and I haven't really heard anything weird. Obviously, I'm not buying the original soundtrack for Doom. Personally, I mean,
no, I mean you can get it, but he was supposed to have a certain amount of tracks to them in a certain amount of time, and he to get his bonus and pay, and then he only sent a certain amount less than what they wanted, so they had to one of their producers had to take stuff he sent to them and remix it and blah blah blah, and it didn't sound as good, and then he said he went to mix the album that way, but he in fact did mix some of the album that way, and then he badmouthed id, and then the main dude from id wrote an open letter, this huge open letter on Reddit, and freaking basically laid it all out and said, unfortunately, we won't be working with him again. It was like, God damn it.
It's really too bad.
It is too bad. Egos, man. Egos get in the way of a lot.
I heard that the Last of Us leak wasn't actually due to disgruntled employees. They're saying it's hackers.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Somebody
hacked okay.
into their stuff. Yeah.
Why
Either that
not?
or it was an employee and they can't say it was because then it would tell on how it was to work there and all this other nonsense. I don't know.
Yeah, like trying to cover it up.
Either way, fucking hackers every time. Especially wait till the new systems come out. There's going to be that day one BS that happens, and every time they release a new console, somebody DDoSes them and takes them down for the first day when everybody's trying to play.
I don't know, man.
I hate hackers. Except the ones that find information on our government. I like those guys. I like how there was UFO footage released by the Pentagon and nobody batted an eye because of all this coronavirus going on.
They're like, yeah, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about that. What's the ramifications of that?
I don't think anything. Two of the, and I'm, you know me, I got alien tattoos and shit like that, and I believe that there's life out there, but two of the sightings were above a testing facility and research facility that the government owns, so it could very well be just a new form of aircraft. I mean, if you think about, the stealth bomber that looks like the V,
Yep.
if you would have seen that when it came out before we knew what it was, you would have thought that was a spaceship because it doesn't show up on radar or anything like that, and it moves so fast. It was faster than anything we'd seen at the time and flew higher. So I don't know. It could be new technology. Could be anything. Who knows? I don't know. It's kind of cool though when you're watching it. It kind of makes you think. What do you think?
I don't know. It's kind of easy to doctor videos nowadays, right?
Yeah, but the Pentagon said it was real. So I mean, it's not like and you know who leaked that originally?
Snowden.
Those videos, because those were leaked like 6 months ago. No, the dude from fucking Blink 182, that crazy person.
Tom DeLonge.
What's his name? Tom DeLonge. Yeah, he was on Joe Rogan and freaking leaked that shit, and everybody thought he was nuts. And then the Pentagon's like, "Oh, here's some footage we're releasing," and it was the same freaking footage. It's like, oh shit! I thought it was hilarious.
I'm gonna tell Betsy that she'll
He's
get a kick out of that one.
He's still a lunatic, but it was cool.
Oh my god! Hey, do you remember the games that were on this Xbox conference? Did you watch that conference?
I watched some of it. I know Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I'm excited about that. But then there was a bunch of Scorn. But I heard about Scorn a while ago, and there's just a bunch of random stuff. But this is only their first section of it. I don't know why everybody's freaking out about it. It's only their first of. They're doing it all the way up till the release, I think.
Oh, Dirt 5's coming out.
Whatever. Of course it is. Let me guess. A Forza's coming out too.
No.
I want to see Halo Infinite. I want to see what that's about. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for Valhalla though. I like the Viking era, the Viking setting and everything.
Bright
and
Memory Infinite. That's the first person one with all the atmospheric effects and shit like that.
Is that the with the producer or with the music guy from Silent Hill that's attached to that? Is it a horror game?
Bright Memory, and this is coming from BGR.com. Bright Memory Infinite is an all-new lightning-fast fusion of the FPS and action genre created by FYQD-Studio. Combine a wide variety of skills and abilities to unleash dazzling combo effects. It's basically, it looks like Crysis, if you know what Crysis is.
Scorn, okay, yeah.
Scorn looks pretty cool. Corvus.
There was a
Corvus.
There's a horror game out there that has
Vampire
the guy that
Masquerade?
did the music. No, I don't think it's that one, but there's another one. It's like a really trippy kind of horror game that the writer of the music from Silent Hill is attached to. He's doing the music for it. So I don't know. I really didn't pay too much attention to it. I haven't got a chance to watch it. I watched a little bit. Kind of Funny was doing a reaction to it, but everybody's kind of down on it. So I don't like that negativity on new
There's
stuff.
a new Cyberpunk game coming out called The Ascent, I think. Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Where you're like this first person. Yeah, you're this first person cyberpunk ninja in a futuristic Blade Runner-esque dystopia. Check that out, The Ascent. It looks amazing, man.
Yeah, check that out. I still want The Last Night to come out. I want to know what happened to that game.
Oh, I lied. I lied. The Ascent is something different. I lied. I'm sorry. The Ascent is kind of like a top-down cyberpunk Diablo-esque style game. So that is even better, honestly. I'm going to try to look it up.
Speaking of top-down cyberpunk games, it's only on PlayStation, PC right now. I was going to recommend it to you. It's called Synthetic.
Okay.
Have you seen that game?
No.
You need to check it out. It's freaking awesome. It reminds me of going to the arcades back when I was younger. But it's top down and it has all these crazy physics, but it has like 80s or 90s graphics. And it's I highly recommend it to you because I think it's $20.
I just looked up Synthetic game. Hang on a second. Yep. Let me see if I can see what's going on. Oh, with a TIK?
Yes. Also, did you hear why Cyberpunk got their mature rating? Did you hear this the other day?
Oh, yeah. I think Justin posted something about this on the site where you can choose your own genitalia.
Yeah, you can
What the
you
hell,
can
man?
customize your junk and shit.
It's so
And then
funny.
I like how Chase commented, "Me playing as a woman confirmed," or me playing as a character, my woman character confirmed. Or you could just be a guy with this massive hog walking around and
oh my
fucking be
God,
like
Jake.
clipping through his pants and shit because the graphics card can't handle it. Fucking shit. It's like the big head mode in fucking NBA Jam.
You almost made me choke on my drink, man. Oh, no. I'm excited for that game. We're going to probably say that like 18,000 more times.
I've been excited since the first time I saw the trailer for it. I was ready for it.
Ghost Runner.
Ghost Runner. I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm gonna do it now because my Surface will explode. I'm gonna check it out later.
Yep, and Cyberpunk Ninja Playground coming to GE Force. I don't
What's
know.
it called? I'm gonna
Ghost Runner.
Ghost Runner. I'll text it. Text it
Oh,
to myself right now.
Synthetic Legion Rising.
Yeah, man, it's freaking awesome. God damn it! What was the name of that again? Sorry, Darrell.
It was
Ghost something.
Cheese Crackers.
Cheesecrackers.com
Ghost Runner
/org. Ghost Runner.
Drink every time I say Ghost.
You know, right?
Oh, God.
Drink every time Jake forgets what the fuck he was thinking. Yeah, Synthetic is awesome, man. It's like super fast. Well, you like Alienation, all that stuff, and it's like a super fast paced kind of thing like that. And it's a brilliant game. I really dig it. I was playing it with my cousin because he's got that PlayStation.
I know you've been watching a lot. Let's why don't you run down what you've been digging into lately?
Oh, I only watched 2 things this week. I watched Joe Rogan with Elon Musk again and stuff like that, podcasts and stuff. But I've been
What is
trying to
Elon
exercise
Musk's
and
kid's
work.
name again?
Oh, it's like XY something weird, freaking some kind of. It almost looks like a mathematical equation. I can't remember what he said it was.
I can't figure out if that's better or worse than Apple.
No, it's on the same level. It's on the same level. He's an alien.
It's like naming your kid London. It's like what are you doing?
Well, London. I can see London. I can see that. Apple and freaking Daisy Gravel Time. I don't know about those names. So
Daisy Gravel Time. That sounds terrifying. That sounds very unpleasant.
That'd be a good character in Rick and Morty.
You should write to Justin Roiland.
I should. I watched The Irishman, finally, the whole thing.
Okay, so what did you think? I know it's slow, but it kind of reminded me of like a really long Breaking Bad episode with Robert De Niro and everybody.
It was engaging enough for me that I didn't feel like it was slow. By the time it was done, it was like, okay, that was a long movie because I can see what time it is. But I didn't like the ending. The ending just kind of was abrupt for how long that movie was. But it was a typical Scorsese flick with all the best people in it. Except De Niro's kind of a dickhead, I guess, in real life. But of course he is. But it was cool to see Pesci and De Niro and why can't I think of his name right off the top of my head?
Pacino.
Scarface. Pacino. All those guys. It was good to see all those guys. And there was a bunch of other bit players. And it was an interesting story. I remember the Hoffa stuff from, because I'm old as shit. But I remember all that Hoffa stuff like that. And it was interesting enough. It just felt like Goodfellas or something like that, but longer. Like it could have been a TV show, like episodic. But they said to watch it all in one shot. So that's what I did.
Yeah, I did the same. I woke up one day when I was laid off at like 6 a.m. Like, okay, I'm going to watch this. And,
what'd you think?
I really enjoyed it. I also thought that it was pretty brutal. Just like you kind of put yourself in Robert De Niro's shoes and some of the things that he's asked to do just on a whim. And the whole thing with his daughter, I kind of found sad but interesting, and rightfully so. And how Joe Pesci's like, why she don't like me? Why don't she like me? Nothing.
It's because she knows what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I liked it, but it felt like anything else I've watched of Scorsese. You know what? If that's not a bad thing, but
It
it
was
felt
safe.
like
It was safe,
yes, that's the word I was looking for.
but
It's
it was a
it's
good safe. If
yeah,
that makes any sense.
it was good, and it seemed to be pretty legit, as in accurate. So except for how he died, because nobody really knows. So I don't know. It was good. It was interesting to know the history of all that stuff and the Kennedys and all that kind of stuff. It was
It
a
was
good
like
movie.
a sidestep to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, but better. I like it better than Once Upon a Time in
Oh,
Hollywood.
really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's interesting.
I was not a fan of Once Upon a Time. I like parts of it, but I did and characters in it, but I didn't really enjoy that movie all that much, which kind of surprised me. But the other movie I watched it's a Netflix movie. I think it was supposed to come out in theaters, but then the Corona hit, so they Netflix bought it. It's called Extraction. It's starring Chris Hemsworth.
Oh, Thor.
Um,
Is he fat Thor still?
there was no, he was freaking jacked. The guy that does the reviews, there's a reviewer, but he called it Thor Wick as a joke because it has some of the most incredible fight scenes I've seen in a long time. It was I think it was made in India or Indian, because there was a little bit of jankiness with the special effects, but the fight scenes, because there was literally a 45-minute fight scene that didn't cut away, and it went from running through the woods, getting in a car, driving through the city, getting out, running through buildings. It was like raid level action. I rewound it and watched it like a few times, and then I texted you guys like, you guys need to watch this, because it was a really, really, really good action flick. Brutal too. It was a brutal movie, but it was really good.
Hide your
I mean,
kids.
predictable and stuff. It was good. You should check it out for sure.
You know what you shouldn't watch? Bad Boys for Life.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I
It
would
can't be that bad. Is it
I would
really
watch
that
it
bad?
once. Like, there's some really funny stuff that happens, but worst ending I've ever seen in a movie in my entire life.
I don't know about that. You've seen Battlefield Earth, haven't you?
I have.
Oy. That's the worst movie of all time, in my opinion.
You always say that. I think I should
I hate
rewatch that.
I don't think you should.
Just to
I
spite
think
you.
you'll get dumber. Well, I mean, it wouldn't spite me. I would laugh at you.
I like fire.
I like fire.
Whoops. Accidentally clicked away here.
What have you been watching?
So I watched 2 movies as of late and 1 show. The 2 movies are quite a juxtaposition. The first one being I've watched Rob Zombie's final installment of 3 from Hell.
No, I haven't been able to bring myself to watch that.
Don't.
Really?
It's needless and inconclusive and completely unnecessary. To say that I enjoy his older films, I don't necessarily enjoy them, but they are like a staple for me as far as like Halloween films. Not necessarily Devil's Rejects, but 100% 1,000 Corpses, because it was so fantastic and bizarre, especially at the end. The second one was too real, and the third one was more of the same, but less of a budget, it seemed. Where it was just like...
Those movies to me seem like overkill, like being horrific for no reason. House of 1,000 Corpses is one thing, but the Devil's Rejects, man, when I saw that, I was like, why? It's like that torture porn kind of movies that I don't get into, where I don't want to watch this. Like, this is doing nothing for you. What am I supposed to root for these fucking people? Like, I don't get it. House of 1,000 Corpses was just bizarre, so it was creepy that way. But there's his other movies. I don't know. I like his music and stuff, but I've never really liked his movies. I think that he gets
I liked his
bigger,
remake of Halloween, though.
See, I didn't like those. I've already seen that. I don't
know,
need
but
to see that.
I had fun when I was 18 years old going with my buddies to go see it in the theater, like opening night at a theater that's now a Top Golf. So there's something like nostalgic about that for me.
Didn't he do the Texas Chainsaw Massacre redo with Jessica Biel? Was that him or no?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
God, that one.
Yeah, I've never liked his movies. I think he gets a free pass on some stuff because he's who he is and stuff like that. But I think most of his movies are not good. It's
I know Lords of Salem flopped really hard. Never even bothered
I heard that
with
was
that
decent,
one.
but I've never watched. I didn't watch it. It was on Netflix, but they pulled it off. Yeah. He reminds me of Kevin Smith, where he had like 2 good movies, and then he gets the rest of his career off.
Like
based off
31's
that.
concept could have been really cool, but I don't know. It's too slapstick. It reminded me of that Funny or Die thing where it was doing a play of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, but it was called Gobstopper with the guy that was from Back to the Future, the doctor.
Yeah.
What the hell is his name? I gotta look it up.
Oh, why can't I think of his name? Doc Brown. Why can't I think of his name? God, I'm tired, man. I completely have no. I can't even finish that sentence. I just don't know what's going on. Yeah, duh. Of course.
Hello, McFly.
Hello, McFly. I miss those movies too. I got to watch those again. You know, another thing I came across. Well, Eric did a little bracket for us that we're going to do. We're not going to spoil too much of it, but I came one of the brackets is Indiana Jones. I got to go watch those movies again, man. I haven't watched those in forever. Not the Crystal Skull, but I'll get up to Temple of Doom, and that's where I stop.
Raiders is the best, in my personal opinion.
I like Temple of Doom because I watched it. Yeah, and even Last Crusade was incredible movie.
That was like the most brutal PG movie I've ever seen in my life.
Oh yeah, fresh a monkey brain. Yep.
Maybe it didn't have some things that didn't age. It had some things that didn't age so well. Let's just put it that way, though.
Yeah, whatever. Last Crusade was great though with Sean Connery. It was freaking fantastic. I love
Junior.
Don't call me that.
Starts with an I. All right. Let's see here. Yes. And the other movie I watched was on Disney Plus, which you have Disney Plus. Pixar never fails to tug at your heartstrings, but I watched the new Pixar movie Onward.
Oh yeah.
With Chris Pratt, and then Spider-Man. What the hell is his name?
Tom Holland.
I was going to say Tony. Yeah, I don't know. Here we go.
Tony Stark. I mean,
Tom Stark.
Yeah.
Tony Stark.
Tony Holland. I can't remember.
Tony Hawk Holland.
Yeah, Tony Hawk Holland Stark.
Hey, do a kickflip, Spider-Man.
Hey, Spider-Man, swing off the building there,
do a
Spider-Man.
900.
Do a 1280. That's even better, Spider-Man.
Hey, he took my hot dog.
Yeah. You got this web all over my window. How am I supposed to get it off over here, Spider-Man?
Hey. Oh my God.
Hey.
Speaking of goofy bullshit, I've been finishing up the final season of Schitt's Creek.
I have got to do that. I have not watched that show.
I
have to watch it.
I love Eugene Levy, and especially I haven't ever seen The Mighty Wind or something like that. It's one of his other like mockumentaries. But my favorite is Best in Show.
I was just gonna say you need to watch Best in Show if you haven't. That's great.
I was waiting. I said that we should.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. Oh, I was just gonna say I should watch that with Betsy as a good like comedy.
Yeah, Waiting for Guffman is really good too.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, it's really good. And the director of both of those is from Minnesota. I can't remember his name. I'll look it up right now.
I've also been playing some Tabletop Simulator with my cousin Phil. Shout out to Phil.
What up?
We've been playing some Boss Monster, and then you can pull up an iPad, and we put it in between our playing board, and we pull up movies on there. So we'll
nice.
We'll watch. I think we watched like the greatest clips from Almost Heroes with Chris Farley. And
I don't think I've seen that.
Eugene Levy is in that movie. You should look that up. It's absolutely hilarious.
Christopher Guest is the director I was thinking of. He's from Minnesota. He did Best in Show, Waiting for Guffman, bunch of movies.
Yeah, he did.
Eugene Levy, Fred Willard, all those guys.
Spinal Tap is probably, of course, the first and my favorite of the rockumentary type movies. I've also been playing Animal Crossing, dipping back into that. I really enjoy it. I'm taking my time with it. Everybody's kind of racing through and like getting everything right away, and I'm just kind of like, I'll play it when I feel like it. I'm a part of a community on Facebook with some mutual friends, so it's kind of fun to exchange like designs and furniture and visit each other's town and just kind of see how they laid everything out and maybe get some rare items. I know it's kind of nerdy stuff, but whatever. And then also I bought this game. I don't know if this is the official name of it. I'll post a trailer for it on Facebook after this show, but I think it's called 80s Racing Game. It couldn't get much more generic, but imagine an Outrun style game from like the NES period beefed up into 16-bit graphics, like Sega-like graphics, and then it has like synthwave music, and it's like a racing game. It's kind of shitty as far as the controls. You can tell that, I don't know, it's kind of like the animations aren't the best, but for $10, it's really unique. So, we're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back.
Great choices in our newly completed food court. Just bring your appetite, and we'll take care of everything. From snacks to fine dining, anytime you're hungry, 20 hours a day, morning, noon, or night. There's plenty of choices for great food here at the food court.
And we're back.
Yeah, cheers to technology.
Cheers to
Thanks for shutting
technology.
off.
So the game I was just talking about, Jake, to myself, was a game called 80s Overdrive. Now I got to double check that. Damn it. How you doing? You're doing good.
Good.
Great.
I just made a margarita. It gave me time to make a margarita. So,
Well, welcome to the island, my friend. 80s Overdrive is a overrun style game, like I mentioned earlier. Jake didn't hear it because his computer died. But it's $10. It's on Switch. Go check it out. I put a trailer on our Facebook page if you're curious about it. I'm sure it's on other platforms such as Steam, but I cannot confirm that. It may be a Switch exclusive, so don't take my word for it. Yes. Welcome back.
what is it?
Or
Or did you explain it already?
I explained it. It's kind of like an Outrun style racer.
Oh, okay.
Yep, it's really
Speaking
fun.
of Switch, did I tell you last week my mom ordered Animal Crossing?
Oh my God, you're gonna get her on that train.
Well, you said that was one of them, so she got it. She's.
I mean, hey, it's
Zelda.
It's a very awesome game for her to get into.
Zelda seems to be a little bit too much for her right now. So, get her something a little bit more simple.
You're like, yeah, Mom, you got to just make recipes, and then it gives you stat boost. She's like, what's stat boost?
Yeah, what's that mean? What's the heart mean up on top?
How do I jump?
Yeah, where's the jump button? Yeah.
Oh, God.
So I'm excited for her to get that. She got a Pro controller too, so I'm going
That'd be
to
easier.
go over there. Yeah, I'll go over there on Saturday, I think, and I'm going to hook everything up to her TV and stuff for her and get her all set up and ready to go.
She have the handheld version only or the regular Switch?
The regular Switch.
Okay, so she doesn't have the light.
TV.
That's funny.
The what?
The Switch Lite.
No.
All right, are you ready for your back of the box this week?
I am ready. Bring it on,
It's
Darrell.
the back of the box. The back of the box.
It's the
Jake.
back of the box, Darrell.
In the slums of New York City during the 1920s, petty thief Chris Dubois finds himself on the run from the police. At the docks, he hides on an onboard freight ship leaving for Asia. Taken by mysterious Lord Dobbs as the boat docks in Thailand, Dubois is introduced to the underground world of martial arts fighting. His training culminates in a secret battle between the world's greatest fighters that takes place before a select audience in Tibet. You have 5 questions. And just for a fun kicker this week, this movie got a 14% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Is Jean-Claude Van Damme in this movie?
Yes.
Is this Bloodsport? 2.
Are you? You might want to slow your roll there before you're just guessing. You have 5 questions, Jake. Do not take it for granted. So you have 1 question down. Yes, Jean-Claude Van Damme is in this movie.
Okay. Does he get powder blown in his eyes at some point in this movie? And I'm not talking about his cocaine habit either.
I can't answer that question.
So it's not Bloodsport then. Damn it. What are his other movies? I know there was one where he was like in this mansion and he was like, what is that movie where he's like, can't leave the mansion? Fuck, I'm not going to get this one. I can't think right now. Does he do splits on on chairs in this movie? As like a stretch?
That's not even fair because I'm pretty sure he does that in every movie he was ever in. It's like, is he white? It's like, I'm pretty sure.
It's not gold. It's not Golden Child. God, I'm not going to be able to get this. I don't have a directory of Jean-Claude Van Damme movies in my head. I've seen pretty much every one of them. One of my favorites being Time Cop, but I don't remember this movie. I remember the movie. I can see it playing, but I don't remember the name of it. Eric probably knows what it is already. I might have to take a.
All right.
I might have to forfeit this one.
Just because I'm your friend and I want to help you out, this movie shares the same name with a club that is closed in Minneapolis.
In Minneapolis.
Yep. It shares a name with a music venue that is closed in Minneapolis. Minnesota.
Oh, fuck.
Clock's ticking, Jake. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
And it was in Minneapolis, you said? Not St. Paul, right?
Minneapolis. Minnesota. It could have been St. Paul, but I don't think so. I'm pretty damn sure it was downtown Minneapolis.
Tropics?
You're gonna kick yourself. You're gonna kick yourself so hard. I'm telling you right now.
Closed music venue.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I don't know. I am gonna kick myself hard. Like I said, I can't. I'm freaking discombobulated today.
Do you submit?
Can I submit and you give me the first letter of the title?
Well, sure. T.
Okay, I submit.
T.
Is it Tropic?
Don't get hung up on the T now. No. Hello, it's me, Clarice.
I don't know.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Release date is April 26, 1996 in the USA.
Oh, it was Time Cop, wasn't it?
Box office was $57 million. Budget was 35, so it actually made money. It was called The Quest.
Oh, okay, duh.
And The Quest was a club downtown. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I think I've probably only seen that movie once. So if Justin was on, if I had a partner,
like, oh, dude, I know who that is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's too obvious to be Bloodsport, so.
I recently just watched that movie again.
It's so good. It's still good. It's still corny as fuck, but it's good.
Who cares?
I like his out of shape biker buddy that they claim to be such a
I know
fighter.
He's a wrestler.
Yeah, he's a wrestler.
All right, Jake.
No, that was a good one. That was a good one though. How did you think of that one?
I just thought of the correlation off the top of my head as we were recording. Thank you very much. Did your laptop die again?
No.
Okay.
I'm having to type this shit up on my phone here, so. All right. What do I got?
It's your favorite show on the earth. There's 20 questions.
I like it. Is that version 2.0 or what?
I don't know. I forgot the other version. How does the other version go?
Now that you sang that, that's all that's in my head. I can't think of the other. I can't think of what it actually is. This week in game history, playing the games
that we love.
Yeah, there we go.
This week,
28 years ago on Super Nintendo, Mario Paint. That was going to be your question, but
I would have gotten it right away though.
yeah, it was.
I think I've done
easy.
that one already for you and Justin in the past. I'm pretty damn sure I have.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be. Patapon 2 came out 11 years ago. Apparently, that's something.
PSP.
Yep.
Yep, I had that game. Pet Tap. It's like a rhythm game.
Yes, I know. I know it's a rhythm game, but I've never seen it or played it.
Don't yell at
5
me.
years ago,
Don't.
Wolfenstein: The Old Blood.
That game is boss. I love all the Wolfenstein games, front to back, baby. Nothing but gold.
I didn't play the Old Blood, and the new one I didn't care for much.
Why? It was great.
It was more of the same though. It was it was good. It was really really good, but it was hard. It was fucking hard. It was like Doom level hard.
It was stupid hard.
Yeah. 3 years ago, Prey. Already.
I never really played that game. I know you said that you beat it, but
I never beat it. No, I never beat it. I played. I don't know. God, I put in like 30 hours in that game, and I just couldn't do it anymore because it wasn't. It was more puzzly than I wanted it to be all the way through. And it was really janky, so it was hard to shoot the monsters and stuff like that. It was,
I heard that the game was like just straight up broken, though.
It could have been. Yeah, it probably was when I played it. I just never went back to it. I went back to it the first time I got my 4K TV just to see what it looked like, and I played like, I don't know, 5 hours of it or something. I'm like, yeah, I can't. I don't want to do this. Let's see here. 6 years. Oh no, never mind. 19 years ago on the Nintendo 64, Mario Party 3.
Did you play those games?
No, I played. Maybe it was 3 a little bit, like at somebody's house when everybody was playing, but I never got into those games.
Dude, those games.
Was past.
Go ahead.
Well, I was past Nintendo 64 by that point. I had moved on to like PlayStation 2 and shit.
Those games straight up gave me blisters.
Yeah.
You're sitting there with the controller, it's like rubbing your fingers back and forth, like, you're trying to like win against your cousin or something like that.
I remember in the Mortal Kombat, in the very first one, they had the test your might, and you had to hack the 2 buttons. It was you had to beat the 2.
I don't remember that.
You had to tap the 2 buttons offset so that you could build up your strength, and then hit the whatever button to get it to break. It might have been in 2. I can't remember. Anyway,
of course, how could I forget?
I used to use a spoon and freaking click it across them real fast, and freaking am able to do it.
Those were the days, right?
Yes. 17 years ago, EVE Online, which was a great
oh my god
game.
It's PC.
Great game.
I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm. Yep, PC. 6 years ago, MLB The Show 14, of course. That is, I'm excited for next year. MLB The Show is coming to Xbox. It's no longer a PlayStation exclusive. I'm loving it.
It never should have been in the first place. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, we're good. Sorry.
Don't do that to me.
I thought we weren't recording for a second.
No, don't do that to me.
Sorry, everybody. Sorry. Sorry.
Not a whole... Hey, Myst 3 came out 19 years ago.
Really?
I'm trying to see. Yeah, there's not a whole lot around this time. This might be kind of tough here to find a game. I should have used like Mario. Well, you would have got those Mario ones.
Oh, dude. Right off the bat.
19 years ago.
Don't do anything impossible either.
I'm not.
Are you sure? I know that you know that I know some obscure shit, but don't punish me tonight.
I won't. Did you hear me? Dance Dance Revolution, 19 years ago.
It's one of my favorite games. Dude, I love that game so much I even played it with a controller.
Really?
Yep. I would sit in my room and play songs with a controller.
You're into those rhythm games, though. I tried to do Guitar Hero, and I was like, nah, this ain't happening. I needed to start this shit like 15 years ago.
There was a time and place for those type of games, for sure.
One of the first times we ever hung out, you played that shit at Dave & Buster's, and I was just blown away because you were just like, click, 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 like it was nothing.
Oh yeah, because I had the game, and that's my favorite thing to do at Dave & Buster's because you can turn it up loud.
20 years ago on the Dreamcast, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six.
I remember that game being extremely violent for its time.
Yes. Good tactics, though. It was good. Like team tactics. It was nice. Do you remember a game called Brink?
No,
8
I
years
don't.
ago. 9 years ago, Brink came out. It was supposed to be this new next awesome first-person shooter, like Time Splitters kind of thing, and it flopped hard. Flopped really hard. Let's see. I got one more page here. That might have to be your game here. Let's see here. Okay. Let's see. Lego Pirates of the Caribbean came out 9 years ago. 19 years ago, King of Fighters Evolution on the Dreamcast came out.
I never played that
and 15
game. I
years
wasn't
ago,
into them until a few years ago.
Well, when I was a kid, when I was back then, when it came out for me, it was on like the TurboGrafx 16 or something crazy, and it cost a fortune. So, or in the Neo Geo, that's what it was on, and it was super expensive to be able to play it. So I played in the arcades, but I like Street Fighter better, so I just kind of gave up on it. 15 years ago, Need for Speed Underground 2. 15 years. Dun, dun, dun. And Dead Cells is 3 years old already.
Oh.
I suppose that was one of our first game of the year. That was my first game of the year. I know when we started this podcast, so that seems about right. That was 3 years ago. God dang, man!
I remember the summer I bought that game.
I
was doing some
bought it
crazy
right
shit.
after you, and I never beat it though. It was so fucking hard. Okay. Your game came out 11 years ago, 2009.
2009. Oh my god.
Yep.
Oh, that was definitely Xbox 360 territory. Okay, was this game an exclusive?
When it first came out, yes.
So something could have came to PC. Interesting. Is this a single player game?
Yes.
Third person?
I think they might have added multiplayer after. What was your other question?
Is it third person?
Yeah. I guess, yeah. Yep.
Are there shooting? Is there shooting?
I think there's might have been.
Is this a horror game?
No.
Okay. Third
That's
person.
5.
Is it multiplayer?
Oh, well, you already asked that, but I think they might have added that element to it later on in the game, but I don't know for sure. I mean, I have not played this game, so.
2009. Is it on PlayStation? No. Never mind. I don't have a cheat sheet in front of me. I'm just like going right off the top of my head. So a game that new would not be in the arcade, I feel like. So that's a waste of a question. It seems like exclusive for a while. And if it wasn't exclusive, it was most likely on a PlayStation and got ported to a PC unless I'm totally off. It's very rare that an Xbox game will move to non-exclusivity. So, I'm just kind of talking through my thoughts right now. If it sounds like I'm a madman, it's because I am, because this question is already, or this game's already...
That's probably what, 5th pina colada? No, actually, you're doing pretty good. You don't have the stank eye yet, so
no stank eye tonight, baby. We're riding high. All right, let's see here. Third person, there may be shooting, so that is kind of weird to me. Is this a fighting game?
No.
Okay. Is this a licensed game? Okay. Are there sequels?
I mean, it's old enough that there's licensed material because of it, but it's not a licensed game. No. What did you say? That's it. Next one.
Are there sequels?
No.
Really? I gotta do setting. What number am I on?
8.
Okay. Gotta do setting and the shooting aspect you seem weary on, so that's why I'm like, is it sci-fi?
No.
You play as a human.
Yes, that's 10.
Okay. It's not a horror game. It's not a sci-fi game. You play as a human. It's single player. There is no multiplayer unless it got added later on, but that was a kind of a null and void. It was an exclusive for a time, but probably isn't anymore. Is this on a handheld?
I don't know. I'll give you that free. I don't know if it is. I mean, it's very possible that there's a port for the Switch or something.
What's third person?
Actually, there might be, but I'll give you that question for free.
Some shooting. It's not licensed because I was gonna say like Dead by Daylight or like Friday the 13th, but that's for sure a multiplayer game, so that's kind of silly.
Yeah.
The fact that there's no sequels is interesting. I want to say no. Well,
Silence. The
yeah,
silence
I know.
is deafening.
It is. It's tough because I think Alan Wake is definitely a horror game, wouldn't you?
Well, and there's definitely shooting in that game. Speaking of which, I wish they'd come out with a new Alan Wake.
Okay.
I wanted that to be Control. Did you see Control has a DLC?
Yeah, that already came out. I think a month ago or something like that.
Stronghold or something. I'm kind of interested in that. Might have to play that. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're fine. I'm just trying to think of like what's third person in 2009 that only had one game. One single
All I'm going to say, in the great words of Quaid, or not Quaid, but who was the mutant guy in Total Recall?
Quado.
Open up your mind. Don't get yourself locked in on certain things.
Very interesting.
Was it Quado or Guano? No, Guano was Ace Ventura. Never mind.
Guano was batshit.
Yeah.
Literally.
Guano.
Third person, some shooting. I'm like, for some reason in my brain, I'm just thinking about Win Back. That's hilarious.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's an old like third person duck and cover shooter.
Well, then it would definitely be a shooter, right?
Shh. Don't worry about it. It's just what I'm thinking of.
I'm trying to help you because your partner's down on the farm.
Down on the farm. That's not even a song.
Not in the street.
It's not even a song. YouTube is like, you need to shut it down. Meow.
Shut it down. Shut it down. Meow. You must shut it down now. You must not utter any words that are popular. No, you must not. No,
You must pay us.
no.
Beep, 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 beep. Okay.
No, we ain't going to pay them. They'll just take all the money. We'll take that money now.
Third person.
For all your hard work, we'll take all your money now because you spent 30 seconds singing a song.
Is this game turn-based?
No. Good question, though.
I was going to say like Lost Odyssey or The Last Remnant. Because those only got one, and they were definitely around that time period. Exclusives from that era. I don't really think there was anything from God of War. And that definitely was not a standalone thing. Was this a Tom Clancy game?
No.
Is this a tactics game?
No.
Because I was thinking Full Spectrum Warrior.
Well, there would be shooting in that for.
Yeah. Beat 'em up. Maybe it's a beat 'em up. Do you have a
Yes,
sword in
there's
this
like-
game?
You can, yes.
Are there supernatural things happening in the story?
I can't answer that because I didn't play through like the story. I know there's been weird shit going on in it, yes, but I'll give that to you for free. You're at 9 or 9. Yeah, 9.
It's got to be more than that, buddy. Because before, it's got to be 10. I think it's 10.
No, you're at 9 because I gave you a free question.
All right. There's a sword. Interesting. The thing that there's only one. That's hilarious. Well, interesting. You play as a human. Is this fantasy game?
I guess you could. Well, not in what you're thinking, but I guess yeah. I would have to say yes, but not in the way you're thinking.
So are there bows and arrows in this game?
Yes, that's 11.
Interesting. Can you also play in first person mode?
Yes.
Is this an open world game?
No.
It's not an open world. That just threw me for a loop, dude.
It's a hard one, but when you hear it, you're gonna. If you don't get it, you're gonna be like, of course.
Is somebody narrating
Fucking
for you the whole time?
Is that your question?
Yeah.
No. Were you thinking Bastion or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is a good game, by the way. I finally played it. That was a PC exclusive for the longest time, and I finally played it when it was on.
I mean, I'm getting pretty close. I feel like I'm naming games that could fit that category for sure. Because Alien Isolation came out like way later. I think that was like 2015.
Well, and there's technically shooting in that game too. I went ahead to think about that. I missed that game. I wish it was in 4K.
Bow and arrow. Interesting. This one's probably the toughest one I've ever come across on my own.
No.
I feel like it is.
I thought Mist was way harder than this. Well, I had to give you a clue at the end to get Mist, so I guess.
Nuh-uh. I said it like question 8. I was like, I bet it's Mist.
Oh, no, it was Child of Light that I gave you a hint at.
That was last week.
Yep.
Oh, God. What do you get a bow and arrow in? That's only one game.
And sword. You asked if you could use a sword and stuff.
Yeah, a sword.
And there is some. I think there is some shooting at some point in this. And Guano says, "Open your mind." So remember that.
Do you play as a musician or like a stagehand?
No, that's 15.
God damn it! I was thinking Brutal Legend.
That'd have been a good one. Was that an exclusive though?
Yeah.
Did it ever come to Nintendo? Because I think the game we're talking about, I said I think there's a Nintendo port for it. Fucking eye itches.
What?
I got quarantine problems over here. My eye is itchy.
Quarantine eye. Oh, I gotta sneeze.
That'd be a good
Turn my
song.
pod down.
Oh God. Sneeze into your elbow, you fucking savage. What the fuck are you doing? That was like 9 sneezes directly to your right. That's not fair.
Nobody's
What's Betsy
here.
think? Oh. Better clean that shit up before you give the cat belly corona.
Oh, that actually kind of hurt. Not gonna lie.
Belly corona is a good name for a song.
Okay. Let's see.
You're at 15.
Bow and arrow. Can you customize your character?
I believe so, yes.
It's not an open world. Customize your character. Third person.
I mean, we're talking open world is like in Red Dead or like Grand Theft Auto, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I was thinking Skyrim.
Well, whatever. Fuck you. You fucking... Don't tell me.
What?
Well, it's open. Well, okay, I get what you're saying now. I thought you were being facetious.
No, that's the game I was thinking of. Because I'm like... Do you consider like Morrowind and Oblivion?
Yeah, that would be all open world. Yeah. Yep.
Let's see here. Oh, I can't see you.
You have
anymore.
4 questions left. Just click on my picture. You'll be all right. You have 4 questions left, and then you have to guess.
This is torture.
Nobody else can see me either, so don't worry much about that. I'm like John Cena. You can't see me.
Is this
Whatever the fuck that means.
is this a AAA title?
No.
Hmm.
Well, and I'm talking when it first came out. No.
Is this a side-scrolling game?
No.
Not side-scrolling, third person. Not a AAA. That's very interesting. Do you drive a car?
No. You have one more, and you have to guess.
I wasted that last question because apparently it's medieval. Interesting. And it got ported to Nintendo. So the Wii U got a
It may
port
have.
of it?
It may. I believe it did. I think so. But
So the Wii U got a port of it?
I don't know. I gave you a free pass on that one. That was one of your free questions. Get off your computer. Don't be looking at it. I can see you looking at your computer.
No, I'm trying to turn on the video to see you.
Oh, no.
Oh,
it's
there
okay.
it is. See you now.
Yeah, you just have to refresh it.
Oh, shit.
Isn't Discord fun?
It's all right.
It's got to be the
It's working.
jankiest
It's
fucking
working
thing
for
ever.
us. No, it sounds pretty
I mean,
good.
audio, yeah. Audio-wise, it's working for us, but fucking getting the video to work is another
Hey, if
thing.
it's free, it's for me.
Yeah.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to fail miserably this week. It's not a racing game.
You may. To be fair, I should give you 5 extra questions because you don't have Justin here.
Nah, that's fine. I'm okay with failure. I don't need a trophy.
No, I really think you could get this if you had 5 more questions. You actually have.
I don't know
more.
what else to
So
really
you got-
ask. I feel like I'm running out of questions. Specific questions, that is. Is this game rated M for mature?
No, not even close.
E for everyone.
Do you want your additional 5 questions? I can give it to you.
No, I don't want them. Now I
Okay,
have to
you
guess.
gotta guess. Yep.
I'm thinking.
Pull up the description here, so you'll know it as soon as I start talking about it.
Game to Switch. Maybe. Oh, not the Switch.
I'll give you one hint. It originally started on the PC.
Oh, Divinity Original Sin 2.
No, that is
Okay.
not your game of the week.
What's my game of the week?
This game is a sandbox construction game created by Marcus Notch Person, inspired by Infinimere, Dwarf Fortress, and Dungeon Keeper. Gameplay involves players interacting with the game world by placing and breaking various types of blocks in a three-dimensional environment. In this environment, players can build creative structures, creations, and artwork on multiplayer servers and
God damn
single-player
it.
worlds across multiple game modes. It is called
Minecraft.
Minecraft. Yes, sir. So I think I got all those. I think I answered all your shit properly. I think, right? Because at some points they were shooting because they had like DLCs and like expansions, and I know you had a sword and you had a bow and arrow.
That
And
is
there was some
shady.
there were some creepy elements to it on certain parts because they had like
Absolutely
the
shady.
yeah. Why is that shady?
Just because it was a good one. It was very good. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
yes,
you.
yes, 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 yes,
Yes. I just noticed
Oh
on
my
video
God.
my one knuckle is longer than the rest. Why is that? Is that the one I haven't broken?
Probably.
I don't know.
You got a secret
It's like the middle
question? I got a secret question.
I have one. You can do yours too. What is the first sport you want to see come back after the coronavirus?
Baseball.
Yes, I agree with you. I miss the Twins, and I'm wearing my Twins hat right now. I was so excited for this fucking season, and I just wanted to start. I think football has the biggest chance of having a full season, but we've been through smaller seasons of baseball before in the strike year and stuff like that. We only had like 40 games or whatever the hell it was in the strike season. I want it to come back. Bad. I miss sports. I've been watching that freaking Last Dance though documentary on ESPN. It's fantastic.
Oh, with Michael Jordan.
Well, it's Michael Jordan. It's about the Bulls. Yeah, the 91 through 98 Michael Jordan Bulls era. And it's fantastic. I think they're on 7, so 8. No, 6. So 7 and 8 come out tomorrow, and then 9 and 10 come out next week.
I definitely will check those out. I'm interested.
It's fantastic, and it definitely solidifies who's the greatest basketball player to ever live. Greatest person, not so much, but greatest basketball player. I'm enjoying it a lot. It's bringing back a lot of memories. I'm very disappointed that ESPN hasn't played any of those series on their fucking replays that they've been playing. All I've been seeing is Kobe and LeBron. Like, who gives a shit?
Well, dude,
saw that,
you got to
like,
give your ode to Kobe, though.
I definitely do, but it would be way more fun to watch the mid 90s fucking playoff basketball because that was real basketball back then.
I know,
It
but
wasn't
people are
like
still really
140
nostalgic
to
for Kobe.
130.
I'm
Well,
just
yeah,
saying.
but it's younger people. For
I'm
an
just
old
saying,
guy
though.
like me, it's really nice. It's really nice.
Plus, it's still a pretty fresh wound for a lot of people, too, though. They're big fans of him, so.
Yeah,
I don't
absolutely.
know.
But he wasn't the greatest ever. Sorry. I think he was number 2. And LeBron might be number 3. But I think it depends on the positions and everything else because there's been a lot of great, Wilt Chamberlain in his time was ridiculous.
We could sit here all day and talk basketball, bro.
But we won't.
I think we'll stick with that. We're kind of like, we're going way over the top.
What's your secret question? We can go quick. It's just the two of us, just you and I, just the two of us.
All right. You're a celebrity chef and you won the ability to open your own restaurant. What kind of restaurant theme? The sky's the limit as far as the price.
Well, it definitely would be a steakhouse.
He took it. Damn it.
And I think it might have to be called Jacobs. No, it'd be called Mr. Jacobs because in English, Jacobs is another word for balls. And I think it would be funny, like in what was that movie, Snatch, when he's like, if you stop me again whilst I'm walking, I'll cut your fucking Jacobs off. So my buddy Nick used to call me Mr. Jacobs back in the day, and he thought it was the funniest shit ever. So that's what it called,
Thanks,
Mr.
Nick.
Jacobs Steakhouse. And it would be like, yeah, R.I.P. Nick, I love you, man. It would be a steakhouse, and it would be like Jack's prices, like, $50, $60. Actually, no, you know what? It wouldn't. It would be $30 to $40 for a good meal, and top shelf cocktails, all that stuff, and it would have an old school atmosphere like Jack's does with the piano, like old mobster vibe. That's what mine would be, Mr. Jacobs Steakhouse. I should make a T-shirt, Cyber Lunch, Mr. Jacobs Steakhouse.
Why not?
Put one in your mouth. Put one in your mouth.
God. Maybe not. How about that?
Actually,
No.
It sounds good. Now, the more I'm talking about it, the more I'm thinking, man. I'm going to take that new position money at work and fucking start thinking about opening up my own business.
There you go.
My own business. My business.
Whoops.
What would yours be? Let me guess.
Mine.
Can I guess?
Why not?
Can I guess?
Go ahead.
It's either a pizzeria or a
Ooh.
pasta place, like an Italian pasta place. And it would be called... what would it be called? Slumpy Man?
That's Matt.
Slumpy Man pasta? Yeah, but you can use Matt. That would be awesome. Slumpy Man pasta because it makes you all tired and shit when you're done eating it because of all the carbs.
I mean, it's not bad. I had a little bit more of a stupid business model, to be honest with you.
Oh, is it sushi?
Nope, but yes.
Okay.
It is a Japanese-style steakhouse called Eins, E-I... I don't know how you spell that.
NES?
Actually. Yeah. It is a themed restaurant from Cowboy Bebop.
Okay.
So everybody that's a server is dressed as one of the characters from Cowboy Bebop. When you make reservations, and you must have reservations.
Oh yeah, that's without a question. You ain't getting into Jacob's Steakhouse with Mr. Jacob's Steakhouse without a reservation, man.
The bar area is specifically designed to have you role play as a bounty hunter to catch other bounty hunters and mingle with them. And if you do, you could get a discount on drinks, so on and so forth. I think that there could be a game involved with the restaurant experience, kind of like a murder mystery type thing.
Like a mystery theater kind of thing.
Yeah. It would be very elaborate and probably go out of business within like a week. But
well, especially if the Corona comes around, you'd be like, yes, I opened up fucking my final thing, and it's like, oh, wah wah.
I think what I'd really like to have is a drive-in movie theater with nacho cheese pumps at each and every station.
You're fat.
You just bring a bag of like chips. You're just like,
bring your own chips. We got all the cheese you want. You have to pump quarters into the cheese machine so you can fucking. You get like as many pumps out of it as you possibly can for 25 cents, and it would make a noise while you are, and then it would just. Yeah. Oh I have to make one amendment. I would have a VIP seating area and dinner area for strictly my closest friends. Nobody else would use that room, period. It would be like the most exclusive to the exclusive, but it would be cheaper because it would be my friends.
You call it the Cinderella Suite.
Yeah, some family. Not all of you. You fuckers.
You know who you're talking to.
Yeah, you know exactly who the fuck you're talking to. Eric's not allowed. He's got to sit by the kitchen. And that's not the best table anymore. That's where it smells like food that's been watered down from washing. That's where he gets
baby food.
Sit. Yeah, smells like baby food. Exactly.
All right, dude. It's time to wrap
Are we
it
gonna
up.
Are we gonna play some Warzone after this, or do I have to find some randoms to play with?
No, we're playing.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for sticking with us, Cyberbots. You can email us at cyberlunch1@outlook.com or contact us via our Facebook page. Eric does have some secret questions, but I'm going to wait until next week, Eric, because I want Justin on the show, and maybe you, if you are listening. Anybody else that wants to come on, feel free to email me or PM me personally. We definitely can get you on. We'd love to have you on. We love having special guests. We talk about, obviously, a wide variety of topics, so whatever would float your fancy for that episode.
Even for little segments, like 10, 15-minute segments, because we're doing this online, so you can just jump in and say, talk about a subject, and then you can be gone if you don't feel comfortable doing the whole show. But it'd be cool to get everybody on. Eric, I talked to Eric, and he was sounding like he was interested, so maybe we can get him on next week for his bracket idea.
Yeah, we have this awesome. He tagged us. If you haven't seen it already previously, he tagged us on Facebook in this movie bracket, and it's highly debatable, so it's going to be very interesting how this all plays out.
It's not that debatable. Not in my opinion.
That's why it's debatable. Well, thanks for sticking with us, Cyberbots. I'm Darrell.
Love you all. I'm Jake. Hey, we're on SoundCloud. Check us out.
Maybe. We have to talk
a couple
about
episodes,
that.
Right? Yeah, a couple episodes. Right?
We already met
until we ran out of room.
We already ran out of room, so.
Yeah. Well, this one definitely ain't making it on there then if we're out of room already.
We'll see. All right. Peace out, everybody. Have a good week, and we'll be back
Stay safe,
next
stay
week.
healthy.
Stay safe, stay healthy.
Love you all.
Wash your fucking hands.
Yeah, wash your hands, you